Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. Please like and subscribe on your way in. So, I called it. I literally called it. When something gets out of hand, they're going to turn around and blame Zitachy, right? What is Omeka doing right now? He's blaming Zitachy. You see how that works? It's not about who's actually to blame. It's about who they're going to scapegoat in the moment. Because Emeka has been dealing with this stepmother of his for a very long time, right? Obviously, he knew she was on some sneaky, diabolical mess because he brought Zitachy in. But why did he bring Zitachy in? He brought Zitachy in to do something that he did not have the balls to do himself, which is expose his stepmother. Now, what does that leave room for? Him to be able to blame her. Why? Because she was the one that actually orchestrated it. While he was the one that, yes, called her, he gets to blame it on her and say that she was the one that put in all this work to bring it to where we are at this point. So, is Zitachy actually to blame? Did she actually use her own hand to put this curse on Omotunde? No, obviously. But you have to know when to bow out. That's why I said Zitachy's work and all the energy she put into this, the camera footage she got, all of that was enough to pass judgment on this woman. These people wanted to go as far as to have her swear and bring in all these other things. Zitachy doesn't know anything about their culture or this swearing process, which is why she should have said, if y'all want to do that, I'm going to leave y'all to your own devices. This is where I take my leave. I know nothing about this. All I know is that I gave you enough evidence for you to pass judgment. You're still in denial. There's nothing I could do about that. But she chose to stay in it. Now, Emeka gets to blame her. Why does he get to blame her? Because she is the content creator. Everything is being held on her platform. He literally had her go in and do the dirty work so that he could leave her holding the gun, literally, if things went wrong. Now things are going wrong. He doesn't know how to handle it, so who does he point the finger at? Zitachy. Unfortunately, with great power comes great responsibility. And Zitachy has the power of influence, right? So now she should have just bowed out of this case simply because of what's taking place right now. Everybody's splitting apart. Everybody's blaming her. Does this make any sense right now? No, it doesn't make sense, but it's the convenient thing to do. That was his plan from the jump. Because why couldn't he face his stepmother on his own? Why did he even need to call Zitachy in? What Zitachy found out in a couple of weeks, he been knew all these years. Trust and believe that. He just didn't have the heart to do it himself. Now when things are starting to get out of control, no. Like at this point, the same way Zitachy said no to this new herbalist coming in is the same way she should have said no to Mr. OG. She should have said no to him too. The same way she knows nothing about this new herbalist, she knew nothing about Mr. OG as a herbalist either. So in efforts to not have yourself implicated in situations, that's why you bow out. That's basically all I was explaining. I'm not saying she is actually to blame, but at the end of the day, you're doing all of the work. So who do you think they're going to blame? But then to think that they wanted Mrs. Kimmy to swear too, I'm like, have we learned nothing here? You already had Omotunde swear. Y'all don't like the results, and y'all sitting here nervous about it. Now y'all are setting it up for Mrs. Kimmy to swear. Does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense. With the route that it's going, it's gonna turn into, it's already a shit show, but it's gonna get even worse. Did we learn nothing from Omotunde? Stop getting these people to swear and get them out. Like, people are ready for this to be over with. You coming to help somebody should never be at your own expense. Like, at this point, it's not making any sense. You didn't want... Omotunde has already sworn at this point. She's over there incapacitated. You didn't want this other herbalist to come in and undo what Mr. OG did. But you're willing to have Mrs. Kimmy swear and basically have two people incapacitated. That's not making any sense. Bottom line, in my opinion, Zitachy was willing to do way too much for these people, especially for a Mecca to turn around and blame her. I think Mr. Shagun has chief, so it's like now they're just treating her like she is the issue here. Like it's kind of crazy. It's like they've completely just turned on her.